Today's 19th. Let's talk about everything happened on January 18th. The first game is Phoenix Suns beat Detroit 125-121. Detroit is not a bad team this year. So, great win for the Suns. And we have Devin Booker really. Ever since Bradley Beal, he also played 42 minutes, but Beal is also out. After they make the lineup change, Devin Booker has just been unbelievable. 12 for 13 from the line, 35 points, 1 3, 3 assists, and a steal. KD had 36 as well. Both guys' stocks been going up. KD, 8 for 12 from the line, 2 steals and 3 blocks. It seems like he's losing his touch from the free throw line. Still great on the season, 82%, but we know years in the past he's close to 90. Tyus Jones, 10 assists with 2 steals. With Beal out, he played huge minutes. And Nick Richards, he's a must roster. We got to pick him up. And just see how things go. Because at this point, they're not playing Nurkic. They started Mason Plumlee. He also had 5 fouls here. But Nick Richards came off the bench, played 29 minutes. Obviously, Mason Plumlee was in some foul trouble. And he's not going to play 30 minutes every night. But for now, there's a possibility he goes off. So if he's on the waiver wire, let's go pick him up and just see how things go. And he went 7 for 8. Playing with KD, Devin Booker, he's just gonna get a lot more easier buckets. Ryan Down played 29, while Grayson Allen, these are just 3-and-D guys. Both played okay. For Detroit, Kate Cunningham continued to struggle. Goes 7 for 26 from the field, but had 11 assists, a steal and a block. So, still okay. Can't be too mad about the production. Tim Hardaway Jr. had 2 threes, 12 points. Him and Malik Beasley, both guys, Malik Beasley actually need to be rostered because how many threes he makes and takes. 14 points and 2 threes here. Ausar Thompson, only 18 minutes here, which is why he's just a streamer, right? The minutes is just too inconsistent. Tobias Harris had 21 points. That's great. And Jalen Duren, another game with only 25 minutes with 10 rebounds and 15 boards. Fairly disappointing for Jalen Duren this season. He basically just really hasn't taken a step forward the last couple years, in fantasy at least, and in real life. The next one is the Hawks went into Boston, beat the Celtics. Celtics are losing. They're losing it a little bit. Great win for the Hawks. They got Jalen Johnson back. He had a great one right off the bat. Well, the efficiency is a little bit suspect, but counting numbers look good. 13 rebounds, a steal and block, but went 5 for 13 from the field. Trae Young with 11 assists, 28 points and 2 steals and block. Amazing game from Trae. Hit 3 threes as well. Dyson Daniels had it going offensively with 23 points. Celtics defense, they just let him do whatever he wants. While Capella played 21 and Okongwu played 32. Yeah, at this point, Okongwu needs to be rostered. He's playing too well right now. Be ready to drop him if things change. But he got 32 minutes here. 13 rebounds, 4 blocks, 19 points. DeAndre Hunter also played 32 minutes the first game back. And he's actually getting more minutes than Bogdanovich right now. I think DeAndre Hunter, he needs to be rostered. But if you can sell high on him now, you should. He's not going to play this level minutes, and there'll be games he only played 23 minutes. Bogdanovich had it going, right? For the Celtics, this is a tough loss. All the starters played big minutes. Jrue Holiday, and they didn't have this game I guess they did not have Porzingis or Al Horford. Both guys were out. So Luke Cornett could be a good stream. Of course, Peyton Pritchard got his 32 minutes. He had a good game with 20 points and 4 assists. But the trend is looking like Peyton Pritchard is now getting the high minutes if everybody's healthy. So if you can sell him now, right, maybe folks feel like he can still play 28 minutes a night, hit 3.5 threes, and then you could sell him. Jason Tatum did not play well. He also played 43 minutes. Same thing with Jaylen Brown. But both of them got 8 and 7 assists. That's great, and got some defensive stats. But they didn't shoot the ball well. None of the guys did. And this is a problem with Celtics is they really live and die by the 3. Goes 15 And like I said, I feel like in the playoffs, yeah, the recipe might work in the regular season. First of all, there's no pressure, uh, and then right, it's not as physical. And in a playoff game, it's gonna be more physical. There's gonna be more pressure. On average, the 3-point shooter, if they get more fatigued, the percentage would go down. So you could have a team going shooting 40% and goes 33%, miss a couple of threes, that could be the game. And Celtics, they just live and die by a three. It could work, right? Because maybe they're just so much better than everybody else, like last year. But if it's a close game in the fourth quarter, um, all your best players are kind of tired and they're still jacking up threes instead of going to draw fouls in the paint. That could be a problem. The next game is the Sixers. They just keep losing, and at this point, I think they're just punting the regular season. Their goal is to barely make the 10th seed. Just make it. Just make it. But please, Embiid and Paul George be healthy. That's their strategy. And in the meanwhile, just ride Tyrese Maxey to the ground. 38 minutes for him, 28 points and 3 assists. 28 points is good, but not much else. And bad efficiency. Andre Drummond got his 26 minutes because even Yabusele was out. Yeah. So he's resting Yabusele too, or he actually got hurt. Eric Gordon, Kelly Oubre Jr., both guys, for sure in the short term need to be rostered. Same thing with Ricky Council, the fourth. He got 36 minutes. Yeah, I mean, everybody's out here. So no surprise, the Sixers lost the game here. The Pacers, 115 points. Benedict Mathurin, well, this is a blowout, so he only got 25 minutes. Miles Turner had just a block, 11 rebounds. Okay game. Siakam just so consistent, but he goes 9 for 14 from the line. I would say free throw is really his only weakness. Andrew Nembhard had 3 assists. Also had 5 personal fouls. They fouled a lot. Tyrese Halliburton, another rough shooting night, but brought in 9 assists. Yeah, this year, and also Aaron Nesmith is back, so I'll be monitoring Benedict's minutes. If I will also try to sell him if I can, put him in the 2-for-1 packages. This is the concerning part because we know Aaron Nesmith is going to be back and possibly take some minutes or even starting job away from him. The next game is the Washington Wizards lost to the Warriors 114-122. How about Jordan Poole? This is a revenge game, like 8 threes, 38 points. Jordan Poole has been, I'm happy with his production. I know he got clowned a lot. He's on the season 56 ranked player, right? Last year, I think folks were drafting him in the 4th round, maybe 45th pick, in that high 40s or early 50s. Jordan Poole is doing that this year. But of course, the concern is they're just not going to play him. So if you can get a top 40 player, top 45 player back, top 50 player back, yeah, I'm just looking at the guys in that range. Like if you can trade Jordan Poole for Paul George, I would do it. Right? If you can trade Jordan Poole for Şengün, Walker Kessler, Scotty Barnes, right? And also it depends on what you need in fantasy, in category leagues. Jordan Poole does provide some categories that you're just not going to find on the waiver wire. Okay, threes, of course. His best category is actually his threes. But points, you don't really find those. And he's a great free throw shooter. He's shooting 86% on 4.7 attempts. That's great. You don't find those on the waiver wire. And honestly, this year, 5 assists is not bad. 1.5 steals, he's getting those. But of course, he's turning the ball at 3.5 times, and he's shooting 43%. But yeah, happy with Jordan Poole's production this year. Carrington played 30 minutes, hit 4 threes. Yeah, if you need assist in the short term, yes, you could definitely stream him. Kyle Kuzma had a decent game with 22 points, and Bilo Coulibaly, 7 assists is fine with 1 steal, but with Kuzma back, he just doesn't play huge minutes. He still played 34 actually, but his production hasn't been good. And Alex Sara, I would say he's playing. He's just more consistent now. Score 12, 13 points and grab 7, 8 rebounds, and he's gonna give you a block or 2. He's a must roster in category leagues because of the blocks, and he hit threes as well as a center. That's pretty valuable. For the Warriors, Steph Curry, 26 points, 6 assists, still on block for threes. Okay game from him. Curry is just not playing that well this year. Maybe he's saving it. Danny Shooter, 20 points, 4 assists, and 2 threes. Okay. Tracy Jackson-Davis had 15 rebounds and a block. Yeah, in my opinion, he continues to be a must roster. On most nights, he should be getting more than 24 minutes, right? Maybe 25, 28. That's more than enough time for him to get those blocks and rebounds in. Andrew Wiggins had a big one with 31 points. Is he a must roster? He should be rostered, but at the end of the day, he give you points and some threes, and maybe just a little bit defensive stats. So, he could be the first guy you drop in a playoff matchup if you, let's say, you're looking for some rebound or some assist. The next game is the Cleveland Cavaliers. They beat the Timberwolves 124-117. Great game for Donovan Mitchell with 36 points and 4 threes. Added 7 assists as well. And Darius Garland continues to be, he's just killing it this year. But he was a minus 14. But the numbers speak for itself. 29 points, 5 threes, 8 for 8. From the line, 6 assists as well. Jared Allen, Mobley was out. Allen, interestingly, only got 4 rebounds and a block because Georges Niang had 10 off the bench. Had a double-double. The Cavaliers, their bench players can come in and just contribute. Ty Jerome is really good. So if Darius Garland is ever out, Ty Jerome could be a nice streaming option. Right? He could give you 6-7 assists pretty easily playing in the inside the system. We know what Max Strus can do. Dean Wade and Caris LeVert, they just don't do anything. For the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards, where is Dante DiVincenzo has been out. So they started Mike Conley again, who didn't do much. Mike Conley is just not, he's just washed at this point. Unless there's the back-to-back, you need some assists, I think we could just leave him on the waiver wire. He had 3 threes here, so that's good. Anthony Edwards, 28 points, still in the block, 4 threes. He just takes a lot of shots. Julius Randle with 20 points. Randle had a great game. 20 points, 14 rebounds, 9 assists. With decent efficiencies, Rudy Gobert's block numbers this year are just non-existent. Non-existent as, he's only averaging like 1.4, 1.5. For his standard, that's really, really low. 12 rebounds. But I don't think he's a guy that's getting drafted super early as well. So he's, for the most part, meeting expectations. I think Jaden McDaniels had a decent game offensively. For this Timberwolves team, Dante DiVincenzo has been the surprise. So other than that, Naz Reid, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Mike Conley, they could be streamers. But not much is changing with this team. These good teams, they basically have the same dude playing. Not too much fantasy implications, unlike the Portland Trailblazers. A lot of things could change. Fred VanVleet was still out here. Well, actually, Amen Thompson was he was also out over here. Fred VanVleet, what am I saying? He played. Sorry. Hit 3 threes. Fred VanVleet has just been horrible this year. Not horrible, but the counting numbers are almost non-existent. He still played a lot of minutes, but the numbers across the board have been down pretty much everything. Threes, points, assists, steals, blocks, right? I don't know about his efficiency, but everything is down across the board. Jalen Green, 4 threes, 26 points, and a steal and a block. And maybe just the usage, a lot of the usage goes to everybody, all the other young guys like Şengün had a great game here, really good. This is why we love Şengün, but he goes 2 for 5 from the line. Free throw is the concerning part. 15 points, 6 assists, 2 steals and a block, hit 1 3. And he actually also turned the ball over a lot from Şengün. But the counting numbers look good. Dylan Brooks hit 2 threes, 22 points. He could be a streamer if they have a back-to-back. Otherwise, this game Tara Eason is back. If Tara Eason is on the waiver wire, if you need field goal, rebound, and defensive stats, he could be an option. He did 18 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 steals and 4 assists in just 24 minutes. He put up numbers just like Amen Thompson. Give these guys minutes, they're gonna put up really nice numbers. Cam Whitmore actually can also put up numbers. So any of these Rocket guys get consistent late high 20s in minutes, they could be rostered. Speaking of Portland Trailblazers, There's interesting things been going on this week. Is that Fernie Simons, he had a hot stretch, and then this week he was shit. 13 points here, 3 threes, 4 assists, and so the minutes is still good. But then you have Scoot Henderson. Like, he's a must roster. You just need to roster him now before it's too late. It's probably too late already. 21 points, 11 assists, 5 rebounds, and 3 blocks, and 3 threes. Obviously, things could change. If you can sell him, do a 2-for-1, you just don't know. He could be a top 30 player when it comes to playoff time. 30 player might be a little bit crazy, but he might be a guy that give you, because the efficiency is bad, he might be a guy that could average 20 points, 7 assists with 2 threes, and maybe a 1.5 steals. He could do that come playoff time. Or he could play just 25 minutes and do nothing, or 20 minutes. And Shaedon Sharpe, he only played 28. Is this a blowout game? Yeah, I guess this game wasn't that close. But Shaedon Sharpe was getting 38 minutes. Now he only gets 28. And then you have Jeremy Grant back. And this game, they didn't have Danny Advia. And Jeremy Grant only played 25. So Toumani Camara, he still got 30 minutes. He had a great game. And Robert Williams, we could stream him if Ayton and all the other guys are out. So I would pick up Scoot Henderson. And also Fergie Simons, he could be out for injuries. We obviously don't drop Fergie Simons, but the risk with these guys is they could just get shut down, right? That's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.